Welcome to this video in the playlist for people with long-term disability, chronic illness, long COVID, and also their carers. This video is very much focused on you, the carer, and what expectations you have of the person that you're supporting and trying to help. And how you broach your expectations is also important. I just wanted to give you a bit of a steer, really. One of the challenges, I think, for people who are facing long-term illness, disability, and those who actually have been disabled or have a chronic illness that's gone on and on and on, one of the challenges that we face are the expectations of other people. And just as it's so for the people who are on the receiving end, that your expectations can be too low or too high, the same is true for you. And I do recognize that you're walking a tightrope. Are you expecting too much? In the early days, my dad wasn't very good at dealing with illness, and he wanted me to be better. So every time I saw him, he would just say to me, what you need is a good night's sleep, and you want to go for a nice long walk, and then you'll feel better. And this is someone who was really struggling to walk from the bedroom to the bathroom at that time. Put yourself in their shoes. Just imagine what it must be like when all of your independence, all of the things that you've taken for granted have been taken away. But on the other end of the spectrum, don't do it all for them. Things in place, just like you do with very small children, where they can achieve, where they can succeed. Creating opportunities for success are so important because that acts as the fuel to help people move on. Are your expectations realistic? Are you telling them they've got to do it? Or are you giving them a choice and saying, well, okay, so we're going to create dinner. You can either peel the vegetables or you can lay the table if they're capable of that. Put things in a position where people have a sense of choice. But be clear about your expectations. Look, I know you're hurting, but I don't expect you to be rude to me. I'm doing my best to help you. So while you're carrying on like that, I'm going to go away. I'll come back when you're in a better mood. Have an expectation that people will treat you with respect, but don't use that as a weapon. I'm not going to help you because you're not nice to me. That's not what I'm talking about. But if somebody is swearing and carrying on, don't stay in the room. So I'll be back in 2 minutes. Get yourself together, take some deep breaths, and then we'll talk about it. There are times when people just need to cry and to shout and holler, and you can say to them, look, I'm happy to listen, but don't direct it at me. It's not my fault. I haven't created this problem. I want to help. I love you, or I care about you. I want to help. But my expectation of you is you're going to help yourself. My expectation of you is that you will be polite to me, that you won't speak to me in that voice, okay? But you don't do it in the middle of the tantrum. You do it at a quiet time and say, you lost your temper with me this morning. I realize I might not have been doing it the way you wanted me to, but I was doing my best. I need you to communicate with me. And if it's not right for you, then tell me. Don't shout at me. Don't scream at me. Don't swear at me. Just tell me in a calm voice what you want. Now, when that's combined with you giving them the opportunity and you listening, then you have a real communication going on, and your expectations, both sides, can be clear. And that's when things really do improve. So be clear about your expectations and why, and allow them to be clear about their expectations. That to start with, there's a bit of trial and error going on, and you're going to get it wrong sometimes. And, if you've got it wrong, you say, I'm sorry, I got it wrong. That was too difficult. Or I'm sorry, you were capable of so much more. Be honest, but don't be judgmental. There's lots of things to help in the companion book. There's lots of other videos, even though many of them are designed for the person with the illness or disability. I would recommend that you watch them because it'll give you an insight into how it must be from their side. So thanks for listening. Love to know your story. And if there are ways that I can help you, I'm very happy to create more videos. Lots of experience myself and with clients. So please do email me, gina@genuinely-you.com. Take care now. Bye-bye.